Namaste. Looking at the problems of the eye where yoga has been used, let us see some other conditions where yoga can be of great help. Glaucoma is a very common condition where people may lose their eyes if not detected, and this is one condition where there is no complaint until the person starts feeling blurring of the vision. So, what is glaucoma? Glaucoma is increased pressure of fluid in the chamber in front of the lens. To maintain the shape of the eyeball, nature has provided fluid in the front chamber as well as the back chamber of the eyeball, and this back chamber is the bigger one which contains lot of jelly like fluid called vitreous. The front chamber also has to maintain the shape and convexity, and this chamber is a very important chamber, and this chamber also contains a fluid called aqueous humor, and this water or this fluid is to be continuously kept in circulation. The water here drains through this passage and is drained out into the blood vessels in this part, and this angle of the eye where there is a mesh like material is the place which can get disturbed, and if this gets disturbed, the pressure inside this portion goes on increasing. This pressure which goes on increasing in this area reflects on the back chamber also, and that can press on the retina and create blurring of the vision and loss of vision. The type of blurring that these people experience is shown in this photograph, which shows that bright halo which makes them get a blurred vision. So, these glaucoma people suffer from this problem. There are two types of glaucoma: open angle glaucoma and closed angle glaucoma. Closed angle glaucoma is a medical emergency, so immediate surgery etc. has to be done. It is a rare condition, but the common one which we see as a chronic long standing age related problem is very commonly seen in people with diabetes, hypertension, with as the age advances, and if there is a strong family tendency for glaucoma. Can yoga help these people with glaucoma is a very common question. Yes, Jottataka is extremely useful in opening up this angle. To open up this angle and allow the fluid to flow better, we need to pull this diaphragm, the iris, and shrink the pupil. When we do the Jottataka with the Jottataka particularly, or Bhrumadhya Jottataka or the Nasagra Jottataka, then this pupil constricts, and constriction of pupil is one of the usual treatments that is used as in the form of eye drops in the treatment of glaucoma. So, that when the pupil is pulled in, the diaphragm is pushed, therefore, the angle on the outer side opens up here, and therefore, the pressure inside can reduce. So, Jottataka, lot of rest, and also the overall integrated approach of yoga therapy to see that the aging process gets delayed or the high blood pressure gets reduced, diabetes comes under control. All these root cause of the problem can be handled through yoga therapy. When we use the concept of integrated approach of yoga therapy, where we understand that eye is not an isolated organ in the whole system. Our body, mind are all one single unit. When the mind is going through a very stressful period, the eye problems can be a major issue. Therefore, when we do yoga therapy, it is not enough if we just do local eye practices. Therefore, let us see how yoga practices help. One is basically the relaxation, deep relaxation of the eyes, which is achieved through deep relaxation at the mind body complex, Savasana, relaxation techniques, breathing techniques etc., which is also very important. When we teach yogic practices to our children with the short sight, we include pranayama, we include Savasana, we include QRT, DRT etc., which you are seeing in the practices. In addition to that, we also use general stamina building practices in which the eye also becomes a part of the whole practice, which is the general relaxation, general stamina building. But locally with the eye, we have understood what is very, very important is lots and lots of local relaxation to the internal eye muscles as well as the external eye muscles. Therefore, doing palming, winking, blinking, etc., which you are seeing in the next demonstration series is very important component, and that is a major component of how yoga can help for eye problems. When we do the Tratakas, we say that the focusing on the lamp or the fingertip, etc., has to be done intensely, sharp focusing without blinking the eyes. Even the tears may come out of the eyes, and therefore, you should hold the focusing or dharana, as it is said in technical language, for quite a duration of time, allowing the tears to come out. Then a question comes, how is that going to help the eyes? If the eye is overstrained and that is causing the problem, overstraining the eyes to the extent that you start pouring down tears and you start getting eye pain when you do the Trataka, how can that be of any help? It is a big question that might arise. What is important here for us to understand here is, in Trataka, we develop voluntary mastery over the involuntary reflexes of the eye by persistent stimulation followed by deep rest. We want to focus, we want to intensely strain the eye, but consciously, wantingly, voluntarily, and after that give very, very deep rest. A stimulation, activation, focusing, intense work for the muscles. Example is like this. Say if I want to relax the fingers, what I would say, hold the hand on the floor, relax your fingers, relax your fingers. To some extent the tightness of the fingers will reduce. But if I ask you to make a fist, tighten your fingers and then relax, continue that process of relaxation consciously into deeper and deeper and deeper rest, then the hands can relax much, much deeper. This is the principle of stimulation followed by deeper and deeper and deeper rest, about which you will be understanding as we go along, which makes the eye muscle stronger. Eye muscle stamina improves, the ability to do near work goes on improving, the sharpening of the ability of the eye as well as to hold on to near work for longer durations can increase, stamina building effect can come, which in Samskrita is called as titiksha, if one starts practicing Trataka regularly. I hope these practices you will practice regularly and get the maximum benefit of the eye practices.
Welcome back again to this 6th episode on eyesight improvement. Today, in this episode, we are going to learn something totally new from what all we have done so far. The Kriya is called as the Neti Kriya. We use a Neti part and cleanse our nasal tract, very essential for development of the eyesight. Then we are going to have an eyesight improvement yoga game, and we will apply that to see how this methodology can be applied in our day-to-day reading or watching the TV. These are the dimensions which are very, very attractive and are very useful for application. Jyoti Trataka. Start staring at the flame which has become very steady. Start looking deep into it. First step, the multiple flames had to be brought into a single flame. So adjust your eyes that you start seeing a single flame. If you see the split at the tip, bring it together. have a vivid picture of the boundary. Observe the intensity variations from the bottom of the flame to the top. Look at the wick. Can you recognize that hot spot on the tip of the wick and the black flame inside and the blue flame at the bottom? If you see all these at 5 feet distance, it means your eyes have become almost normal. Close your eyes and do palming. First stage palming, just touch the palms on the surrounding muscles of the eye. Allow the eyes to relax, let all the muscles of the eyes relax. Consciously feel the relaxation of the eye muscles. First stage, 20 seconds, Jottataka, 20 seconds palming. Slowly release the palms with the eyes closed. Keep the relaxation. In the second round, we'll increase the duration of staring at the flame with no winking or blinking. Slowly open your eyes and start staring at the flame. Get all the details. Single flame, variations in the intensity, the dark portion below, the wick. If you can see that red dot on the wick, your eyes are sharp. Look deep into it. See whether you can recognize that red spot. Above that is a small flame of dark complex. Above that is the brightest portion of the flame. And as you go up, intensity reduces further. Come back again down and see that beautiful blue flame. The whole flame. Jottataka leads to dharana. Tremendous concentration develops. Helps in going further to dharana. Now we will have palming to relax thigh muscles. We relax it deeper by third stage palming. Allow the eyeballs to relax. Slowly start putting pressure on the surrounding muscles of the eyeball, eyebrows, temple muscles, forehead muscles, and below the cheek muscles. Slowly start increasing the pressure as much as you can, but absolutely no pressure on the eyeball. Take a deep breath. Keeping the pressure, second round Brahmari, and feel the resonance. Slowly release the pressure. Feel the deep relaxation and the harmonizing effect on the eyes. Slowly bring down the arms, eyes closed, smile on the face. Have a glimpse of the eyes. After Jottataka, we now slowly pass on to Savasana for quick relaxation technique. Slowly turn over and go to Savasana. Let all the movements be slow and continuous. Turn over, turn to your side and go down to Savasana. Legs apart, arms apart, palms facing the roof. Let the whole body relax. And we will do quick relaxation technique. Place the right palm on the abdominal muscles. Feel the movement of abdominal muscles coming up and going down. Don't control them, but allow the abdominal muscles to move up and go down. As the abdominal muscles go down, suck them in, take them towards the back. In the second round of QRT, inhale and abdominal muscles are moving up. As you breathe out, abdominal muscles are going down. Breathe out fully. Allow the abdominal muscles to be sucked in fully. Inhale, abdominal muscles coming up. Fully bulge it up. And breathe out. Allow the abdominal muscles to go down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, down. Inhale and up. Exhale and down. One more round. Inhale and up. Exhale and down. Now the third phase, as you inhale, abdominal muscles go up and the whole body is getting energized and light. Feel the energy. Exhale, the whole body is collapsing down, beautifully relaxed. Inhale, energized and light, the body as if floating up. Exhale, sinking down, the whole body collapsing down into the ground. Inhale, energized and light, the whole body floating up. Exhale, sinking down, the whole body getting wonderfully relaxed, each and every part of the body getting relaxed. One more round. Inhale, fully energized. Exhale, feel the facial muscles, eyeballs, eyebrows, everything wonderfully getting relaxed. Okay, slowly turn over and come up to Vajrasana. Let each and every movement of the body be relaxed. Turn to the right or the left and come up and sit in the Savasana position. Feel the changes going on throughout the body, particularly the facial region and the eyes. Sit in Vajrasana for the closing prayer. Assume Namaskar Mudra. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः।